Our coverage of the NFL has brought us to one of the league's most recognizable homes, Lucas Oil Stadium, opened in 2008 here in Indianapolis. Up next, it's our main event between the New York Giants and the Indianapolis Colts. Spencer Schrader is going to have the honor of getting us started. And here we go from Indy. Gunnar Olszewski now to return. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is first and 10. Now here's Cam Scatterboot on the ground. And look at this, 9 yards on a nice first down run.
That is just a great drive start. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable second down.
First down carry, got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Going right back to Scatterboot. And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46. Pickup of 17. And the Giants are going to have the first down.
You want to drain some of the excitement, some of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right. Down their throat from the jump.
First and 10 now from the 46.
Let's go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Out of the gun this time, here's Dart. Escapes the pocket. It's caught right side by Johnson. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket. It really does become, well, the schoolyard. And you got to scramble around. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
It's Scatterboot on 2nd down. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Like so many before him, he's brought down by DeForest Buckner.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet. But if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door. Bigger gap in the future.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Making it harder than it needs to be right there. Just get the catch first. Guarantee some yards. And then worry about escaping the defenders and getting upfield.
Don't want to punt from here, but too far for a field goal as well. They're going for it here. Dart going to go for it on 4th. Pass complete to Robinson. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. Look at that, no worry at all from their sideline, Brock. A 13-yard pickup on 4th down. That was impressive.
A gain of 13 yards.
Scatterboot now from the gun. Fights his way through a tackle. Ooh, he made most of that one, didn't he? Give him 9 yards on that first down carry.
I call that a table setter right there. A table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know that's going to set the table for some great play-action pass to come.
And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Might shift to the run here, 3rd and inches. Here's Scatterboo. He finds space, middle of the field. He's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a first and goal. Love the way they decided to keep the drive moving, Brock. Pounding it forward, setting an early tone on this opening drive.
It sure does, both physically and then mentally as well, because you know what I know. Successful run often leads to great play-action pass.
This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. First and goal. Scatterboo runs in for the New York touchdown. The Giants finish up an excellent opening series.
Touchdown, Giants.
So a very run-heavy approach to this one thus far. Hard to argue with the results as they start out with a touchdown, Brock.
Yep, even in a passing league, Kate, it's how a lot of teams like to start. Right? Everybody loves to think of winning the line of scrimmage. Why? It sets up play action. It makes your protections a little bit easier. Win the line of scrimmage in this league, you have to win the game.
To kick off for New York.
Gano ready to send this away. It's Amir Abdullah with the return. Shoots away from one. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
This, our last play of the quarter. Here's the first carry for Jonathan Taylor. And he'll get him a handful on that run as we've reached the end of the first. So we're through one. The Giants in control so far. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Lucas Oil Stadium after this. Ready now for our second quarter. The Colts have the football. They have it on second and short. They go again with Taylor. He won't be able to get past the line. And very quickly, Brock, they're going to be facing third down to begin this ballgame.
6-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up third and 1.
We're going to turn to Taylor on third down. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. 6-yard gain on the play. And it'll be first down Colts.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love third down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because money down, they want the ball. But a third down run for a first down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
Going to the ground again on first. And this is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that is good for an Indianapolis first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Let's go now. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Play action now with Jones. He completes it in traffic. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
We give a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
He rolls to his right. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Giants will get it back with some time to work with. We've reached the 2-minute warning. First call here coming from the shotgun. Darts out of the shotgun. Has him on the quick hitter. And they take him down at the 24-yard line. Offense up to the line fast.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2 at the 24-yard line.
From the gun, here's Darts. Finds him over the middle. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And it's good for a New York first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Connection made with his running back. This is Cam Scatteraboo. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Dart gonna throw again. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. With Neighbors, the one he was throwing for. And now they need to get 4 on third down.
It just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
Left side, and it's intercepted. Nick Cross has it. And the Colts are going to take over after the return. They stopped at the 45.
Their first pick of the game comes in an awfully big moment. Really just cancels out all the great work your defense did to give you that ball.
So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set, 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. That's brought in. It's his back, Jonathan Taylor. He gets it up a little shy of midfield. Drew Phillips making the tackle. Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Pistol now for Jones. It's downfield. He's got it. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. Pick up 34 yards on that play. And it'll be first down Colts.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
From the red zone on first. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And now they face 2nd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
To throw again here on 2nd and 10. Jones. And he has the catch. Gets both feet in. That's a touchdown. The Colts get their first points of this game just before halftime. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them. And that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. On the return, here comes Olszewski. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
1st and 10, but only time left for maybe a couple of plays here. Back to throw it. Finds him on the crossing route. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Here comes the final play of our first half. One final shot before the half. And he's not going to get something done. They take him down. So that's how our first half A momentum-building play for their defense. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Something's got to be the difference maker here in half number 2. We'll see what it is as we're off and running once again. Ashton Doolin now to return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Indianapolis bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Jones. This is thrown towards a defender instead, man. He's the one who makes a play on the football. That's not what this offense wants. Incomplete on 1st down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2. It could have gone the other way.
Jones trying again now on 2nd and 10. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line. Jones now on 3rd down. Short pass brought in. This play reaches the 35 before it comes to an end. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless. He took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
Taylor gets it on 1st and 10. They'll cobble together a yard there. Michael McFadden able to make the play.
The only thing I can say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Working from the gun. Here's Jones. He's got his man. That's Alec Pierce. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Working quickly here.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
They go play fake with Jones. That's on target to Pierce. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that is good for an Indianapolis 1st down. And that right there is about the best you can hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, they don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Let's go now. Half to 60. Half to 6. Rocco 80.
From the shotgun, it's Jones. Throw right side finds Pittman. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
1st down throw by Jones. Going with a screen to Taylor. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
I know coordinator quarterback going to be upset with that 1st down because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets him back behind the sticks.
To the ground it goes, that's incomplete.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long. It only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
And he finds him in the end zone for the Indy touchdown. The Colts take the lead right away in half number 2. That one not easy, Brock. lot of traffic in the end zone, but he still found his man.
Yeah, you don't really recommend challenging double coverage in the end zone in this league, but when you give your receiver a chance in that spot, that's what they love. And sometimes you just have to trust that your guys are better than the ones surrounding him, and he'll go make that play anyway.
The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. On the return, here comes Olszewski. This manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line.
Olszewski on the return. The Giants take over first and 10. And they're on the 31-yard line.
We've set it downs for him from the 31. Running with Scannaboo. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. So we're through three here. It's Giants football. They're on a mission here. They trail entering the fourth. First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Driving forward with Scannaboo. We call it 1, maybe 2 yards to the end, Gronk. It's 3rd down. And dose of the hurry up here.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd.
He's back to throw. That is caught along the sideline, and he gets the feet down. Wow. Give him 24 on that play. And the Giants still going to have the first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They'll go play action. Here's Dart. It's caught right side by Johnson. And there's a big hit right after that catch. So the play limited to maybe just a couple yards.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
2nd down now. They need 7. Under the gun this time. Here's Dart. That's complete to Darius Slayton. And they get this down to the 28. Offense in the hurry up here.
First down. A gain of 12.
On first down, this is Scannaboo. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
That's a pretty good stop on first down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate. That's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
Darts out of the shotgun. Like a good target prop, Neighbors is there. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. Offense to the line fast.
13 yards on the play. That's another Giants.
Working inside the red zone. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's a sack on first down. We'll see if it changes the play they go with now on 2nd.
15 yards. It's 2nd down.
We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Indy. Giants losing by 7. Blood in the water defensively after that sack. This offense facing 2nd and 23. Darts looking to throw. Screen here for Scannaboo. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
Extra man in the secondary for the Colts now. 3rd down.
Let's go now.
Now to throw. Brought in. And this drive is going to continue. He's taken down at the 2 on 3rd down. And they've got themselves a 1st and goal.
12 yards. And the Giants first down. First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Scannaboo. And he won't get in. The daylight was there for just a second. It closed just in time to keep him out. So it's going to be second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
Gets it again. And it gets him the touchdown. And now a potential game-deciding play call coming up.
Touchdown.
So they get the all-important touchdown here late in the game, Brock. Now the question, play for the tie or go for two and the lead?
And I know they've got all these charts and numbers and analytics to tell you what to do, but this comes down to the gut and the trust of the head coach. Does he trust his offense more to go get this two-point conversion, or is he going to lean in his defense and believe that they can get the stop?
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Abdullah now to return. Showing a little burst so far. Field flipping effort there as he's brought down on the opposite side of the 50.
Hey, maybe in the end this return just gets lost in the shuffle when we recap things, Kate. But you surrender a lead in the fourth quarter and you feel that momentum being lost. That's exactly what excellent special teams do. They turn it around. It's why that third phase is coached and coached and coached, because you never know when your opportunity may arise. What a great return to begin this drive.
And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down to just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
First down, and they go right back to it. And they're going to do it, Brock. They break the tie in the final minute. It's a touchdown. Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minutes.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them. And Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
That one splits the uprights. And the Colts break that tie and now lead by 7.
Giants 14.
The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. On the return, here comes Olszewski. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
The Giants take over first and 10. At their own 28-yard line.
New York to the line. First and 10. He'll look to throw it. Trying to push deep downfield. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. That'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Second and 10, still at the 28. Setting up to pass. Has a man downfield. This is Robinson. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line.
32 yards.
The Giants using their first timeout. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
First down.
In quite the time crunch here, Brock, but still 2 timeouts to burn. It's first down. Back to throw. Throwing for the back of the end zone. And they pull it off. A touchdown catch in the final moments. And now overtime or a win right here are on the table. Wow, just fantastic work there. Tiptoeing along the back line. The concentration was there. Great catch for 6.
Yeah, the concentration and the body control. I don't know how these receivers do it in this day and age. There's no space to work with, yet they have such an awareness to secure it first, to tap dance the line, and go get that touchdown.
And this is Cox. Oh, he gets them 2 points, and with those, they've got the lead.
Colts 21. Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
Gano ready to send this away. Abdullah now to return.
Amir Abdullah on the Colts take over first and 10. At their own
come into the house and give me. He ain't sure. Valuable lesson.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And this one falls incomplete. No miracles on the final drive today. This game is over. So it's a win for the visiting Giants. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with the victory. So for Brock Heward, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a well-earned win for the Giants as we say so long from Indy.
Everybody's got a song called Rockstar, running up the pop charts, all they do. I've been Houdini with my commas, my mama getting all these new tattoos. And I ain't saying that I'm Nickelback, kicking it in Cali with today's who's who, but everybody's got a song called Rockstar. Lately I've been feeling like one, so I wrote one too. And it goes like yeah, I got all my idols sliding in my DMs. They got me
chose this way of living now, but it chose me. You can hear me coming with a 6-2 humming, Guns N' Roses bumping through a 12 in the floor. I don't need me nothing but a spot out in the country. I smile when they say that I ain't me anymore. Ain't a thing changed around here but the money. You try to mix it up, but let me tell you something. Same in my Dixie, same rowdy bunch with me. I'll be laid up in the dirt before you ever take it from me. So take the boy out the truck, take the boy out the mud, put him up in a PJ, he'll still try to get them boys stuck. So line him up, turn it up and keep it running. Say whatever you want, but I'm anything but new to country. Without a doubt, I've been around. Yeah, everybody knows my name.
We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the New York Giants.
Lamb below to kick off for New York.
The longtime Panther Graham Gano has us set for a start as we are underway from MetLife Stadium. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
26-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. Now a run here off the RPO, he'll keep it. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Man coverage to start the game, and I expect to see a good amount of that. They trust their secondary to hold down the fort and let their pass rushers get home. And that's a good job right on play one.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Franklin. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Working out of the gun is Nix. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is trying to get to the marker. Going to depend on the spot, but I'm not sure he got there, and he did not. So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right, the social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. I'm not on his own sideline and in his locker room, because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter? I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
Now the former Sun Devil, it's Cam Scatterbroo. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. To throw now, Dart. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
On 4th down, here's Dart. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Riley Moss. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Will Lutz on for the point after.
Lining up for the point after.
And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos.
Makes the score Broncos 7, Giants nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Alex Singleton. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Now a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Nix. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Marvin Mims from 17 yards out. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early, give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. What's good on the extra point? And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
They're on 35-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. Right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one's mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. So finally completes his first pass. Credit the defense, though. They've been showing him some different looks, keeping him off balance.
Yeah, I like it. I like the observation that you had there, because when you give him different looks, and you give any quarterback different looks, it takes just a little
fighting through, and he's got space. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
First down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Dart going to give the Scalaboo. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. When you're down early, how do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. An inside run with Scalaboo. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Broncos' 20-yard line.
Dart. Throw left side complete. That's Johnson. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
No gain on the screen there. It's second down.
No gain on the play.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Out of the gun. Here's Dart. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, you know me. Whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
They'll throw again. Dart. Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
Let's go now. Check go.
They'll go. Here's Dart. The quick slant caught. And he will take it all in for a Giant touchdown. Rondale Robinson, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Giants take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll make our score 14-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And he returns this to the 22. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
He'll air this one out for Mims. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Throwing his Dart. Robinson hauling it in outright. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Nice throw there by the rookie from Ole Miss. And he's got his guys a first down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Straight ahead, here's Tracy. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Scatterby will get down close to the goal line, but not in. And as he'll be marked down at the 1. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And this time he is in. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Giants are an extra point away from evening this one up. You know, the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. A nice little juke. And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35. Denver offense at the line, ready to go as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go. Complete to Bryant. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Nix to the air. That'll be complete to Harvey. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back and maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Throwing Nix. He targets Ingram for another grab. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down. Back to the air with Nix. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Evan Ingram as the first half is winding down. And the Broncos have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on a return. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And that's going to be incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
60 by 6. Go.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game, and to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Dart going to look to throw here. Here's a diving catch right side. It is knocked to the turf right there at the 46-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Scatterbury. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 45-yard line.
To throw is Dart. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Now Dart. There's a short one caught by Johnson. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the first down.
It's 4th down.
Dart to throw on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins. It's a solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
A gain of 15. First down, Broncos.
Nix from the shotgun. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
To throw is Nix. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. He'll get that complete to Franklin. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Broncos are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Lutz will look to add the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Throwing, Dart. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 1st down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? To the air, Dart. Over the middle, taken in by Neighbors. And he's taken down inside the 30.
13 more yards. That's another.
Throwing his Dart. Yeah, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Throwing again is Dart. Crossing route, catch made by Johnson. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Here we go, 1st and goal.
1st down.
70 Lions.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Off the play fake, it's Dart. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Showed some of his improv skills there, getting flushed out of the pocket, but still able to make the throw for the score.
So that means he's not a method actor?
No.
Because with the improv means break character when you need to. And in the NFL, when you have those guys chasing you, sometimes you have to break character in a big way. But I love the fact that he stayed downfield, kept his eyes up, and made the play. How many rookies do that well?
So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here. And the Broncos are going to get the football. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. A short one to the tight end, Troutman. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's 2nd and 10.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And once again, not much running room, if any at all. The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half. Two runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. They'll go play action with Nix. Open man is playing. He's got it. And he is going to have the Broncos first, and that should be the capper.
That's good for Broncos. First down. On the play.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Nick's going to keep this himself. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now for getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense. Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from MetLife Stadium.
Greetings from just across the New York-New Jersey border in New Jersey at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Giants. You, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, it's Graham Gano to get this one started. Off we go from MetLife Stadium. Now an opening past the 30. And a solid run back there will get this out past the 30-yard line. Throwing to begin. It's Hurts. That's complete to his big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Hurts looking to throw on first down. That's caught. Saquon Barkley. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16, and it's two nice plays to begin this drive.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around, making the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. I think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last. All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it, but I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Hurts again. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down. To the air again. Hurts. Oh, he's got a man. That's caught by Brown. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15.
Eagles first down.
Here goes Hurts on the design run. And he'll get about 3 on that one. It'll be second down.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Hurts. He'll get that out to Barkley. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
Play 8 of the opening drive coming up, and now they face third down. And he can't get away. Down he goes, back to the 16. Brian Burns, the former Panther, in there for the sack. What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away.
Turnover on down.
They'll run, and this is Cam Scatterboo. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. From the 21, here's 2nd down and 5.
At the 21-yard line.
Once again, it's Scatterboo. Not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that. Here's a third down and 4.
It's now 3rd and 4.
Out of the gun, here comes Dart. Open man is Robinson. And he'll be taken down with the first down as time will run out on this opening quarter. Giants football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with 1st and 10.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Come on, take off.
A play fake, now Dart. Reaching for it, the tight end couldn't bring it in. It's incomplete.
And their offensive struggles just continue to show up time after time here in this first half. It's going to be hard to sustain drives when you continue to put themselves in holes on these early downs like they did here.
And he'll get forward for a couple. Check ball. The All-Pro makes the stop.
That's a gain of 3. It's third and 7.
Out of shotgun. It's Dart. This one down the field, but lined up incomplete. Darius Slayton was the intended receiver. And it's going to be fourth down. So on fourth down, out is Jamie Gillen to punt for the Giants.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. John Dodson was the intended receiver there. And that will lead to a second down.
At the 24-yard line.
We'll check the reaction for the former Giant. Here is Saquon Barkley. And he'll pick up 2, out to the 27. What can they do here on third down and 7? A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Exiting the pocket right. He'll try to run for it. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And the Giants come up with it.
Something these running back coaches preach all the time, Mike, is you can't sacrifice the ball for additional yardage, and I think we had a case of that going here. I love the effort. I love the fight, but it can't come at the expense of the ball. Everything in football is about protecting the ball itself, and in this case, just a little bit too loose with it. They're able to pop it loose, and that's a big turnover.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Right back to Scatterboot on first down. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. Second and 5.
Set. Rocco 80.
Operating from the gun, it's Dart. He's got it at about the 8. This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up first and goal for his team.
This is a great example, Mike, of just how effective it is when you're efficient on early downs throwing the ball. I mean, when you can pick up first downs without getting the third down, as the game unfolds, things just get
back in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Quinyon Mitchell. He works free, right side. Still on the move. Inside the 10. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the goal line. Nearly a pick 6, but he does set up the offense with first and goal.
The number one rule of attempting a red zone pass, Mike, is if you're going to miss, you've got to miss where nobody can get it. And that includes the defense. At least if it goes incomplete, you have a field goal in your back pocket, you come away with points. But instead, you put it close to a defender.
And he barrels his way into the end zone. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Eagles. Here's Jake Elliott for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Eagles will take a 7-0 lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. On the return, it's Gunnar Olszewski. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
Giants take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here's Dart on 1st and 10. Now a screen set up for Tracy.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
At the 40-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Dart. This throw left side, taken in by Johnson. Here's 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6. At the 44.
To the air again goes Dart. That's caught, and it's Cam Scalaboo. And he'll be out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. It's a gain of 10 yards. That's good for a Giants 1st down. Throwing again, Dart. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And the Eagles are in great shape here as they take over at their 46.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10. To throw is Hurts. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and that'll set up 4th down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
Again, working deep downfield.
You know, Mike, you could almost just look down in the huddle, and the players are looking at the sideline like, Coach, isn't the punt team going to come out? And the coach was having none of it. He says, no, you're staying on the field. We're being aggressive all day long, and we're going to go pick up this 1st down.
On 1st and 10, here is Dart. Oh, and he's going to go down. He could not get rid of it, and that's going to bring an end to this 1st half. So, 1 half in the books. 2nd half coming up. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Just that one touchdown on the board. 7-0 to score as the 3rd quarter begins. Olszewski now to return. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Let's go now. Take up.
On 1st down, Dart. He'll get that out to Scalaboo. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the 1st play.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll run with Scalaboo. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
Taken down on the 43-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Cardinal.
Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. Will manage to get 2, maybe 3 on that carry. Reed Blankenship coming up from his safety spot to make the stop.
Third down.
Third and short. Here's Dart. Open man, that's Slayton. And he will get into the end zone. Darius Slayton. Touchdown, New York. A terrific play all the way around. Finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
To kick off for New York.
So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. On the return, it's Tank Bigsby. Wow. And he brings this back all the way to midfield. Dotson, the man in motion. Hurts to the air on first down. That's going to be incomplete. Harper's very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Now Jalen Hurts on second down. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke.
Look, I think any time, Mike, you find yourself all tied up in the second half of a ball game, it's all hands on deck. Both teams are trying to find a way. How can I separate? How can we give our side a clear advantage? That pick right there, killing that first series of this second half, that seems like one of those separators to me. Now, this offense, as they take the field, they have to capitalize and come away with points.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's second down. Rolling right. And he kept that play alive as long as he could, but the rush eventually gets to him and takes him down.
The tackle made back at his 48-yard line.
Work to do following the sack. It is third and long. Looking to throw. It's Dart. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting fourth down decision. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he will have a Giants first down on a well-designed play to get 16 to keep the drive going.
And this is where the quarterback's improv skills really kind of come into play. The ability to play off-platform, throw from different arm angles. It's something that we're seeing a lot play out across the league. And yes, you have to throw.
And he will get into the end zone. Cam Scatteroo. Touchdown, New York.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. first down. It's Hurts. Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. Picked up by Bobby Okereke.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. 14 on the pickup. First down, Giants. So we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. Fourth quarter begins on the ground. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Cam Scattaboo. Touchdown, Giants. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
And this will work out quite well. They'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. We'll send a tight end in motion right. On first down, it's Hurts. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. That one pinballs around, but is incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time. It's second down. They run out of the gun with Barkley. Saquon Barkley. Still going. And he will score. Game on. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia. His second touchdown of the afternoon. Big play for the Eagles as they will try for 2. Now Hurts. That one batted away and incomplete. Good work there defensively. The try for 2 does not work. Looking to double up here. Score the touchdown. They want more. They're lining up for an onside kick.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Let's go.
Up the middle with Scattaboo. And he's able to force his way through one man, but he can only muster about a yard on that play. Second down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Dart going to throw here on second down. Now a short one caught by the tight end Johnson. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
And the defense can't come up and stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge first down conversion. Fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
19, Tiger, 19. Here we go, set.
He'll go again with Scattaboo. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. If he gets a yard out of that one, it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll drop to throw. That'll be taken in by Scalaboo. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down. They are set up with 1st and goal. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their second. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down. They'll run. It's Scalaboo. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Out of the gun, here comes Dart.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time. Play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball and keep that to a short game.
This is the 8th play of this drive, and it's 3rd and goal. They'll try to throw it, and here's Dart. Oh, do you believe it? It's intercepted. Picked off by Story Jackson. This is 1st and 10.
63. Very set. And let's go.
From his end zone, it's Hurts. He's trying to find Saquon Barkley coming out of the backfield. And it'll be 2nd down. Throwing again from his own end zone. That one incomplete. Good job. That's Silk there, separating the man from the ball. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Cordell Flott. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. Now, Gano for the extra point. He's got it. And the Giants will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Here comes Will Shipley on the return. Get across the 20, mark him at 22-yard line. Here's 1st down. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. He's going to air this one out looking for Dodson. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts as they get it with just under a minute to go in this football game. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He'll let this go towards the end zone.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, but they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense.
And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Tyler Newbin. And the Giants will get the ball at their own 17-yard line.
So all game, we've seen him take the approach as just being a game manager. But one thing you have to do, if that's the case, is you have to protect the ball. You can't turn the ball over, especially if you're struggling to push the ball downfield. He got a little reckless that time, and the defense made him pay.
And he'll be out of bounds, up at the 30-yard line. That one good for 8 dozen. A very quick 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
On play action, it is Dart. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion. Wandale Robinson, the one he was looking for that time. And it'll bring up second down. Throwing is Dart. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. One final chance for this defense. And here's third down. Dart gonna throw it again. He'll let it fly. Deep ball for Slayton. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. They get the job done in the air. Greg, that is a play we see often. It's also a play we see work very often.
Mike, that full vertical route, it puts a ton of pressure on the secondary. But in order to do that, you have to give your quarterback time for those receivers to get downfield. Give credit to the offensive line. That's exactly what they did. They're able to take advantage for the strike.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Here is Shipley on the return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. 63. Hurts looking to throw on first down. He's going to air this one out looking for Dotson. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. We do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. Now Hurts and the Eagles will try the two-point conversion. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And he gets in the end zone for the two-point conversion. Come back here. Within a couple of scores now, it's a 15-point game.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. They'll return this from the 11. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Here we go. One final play. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete, and that will do it. This one comes to an end. So it's a win for the Men in Blue. The Giants get it done. They put it all together against a very difficult opponent. There are not too many people who were giving him much of a shot coming in. They rode the energy in his home crowd, got some big plays on both sides of the ball. They're going to come away with the victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Giants are winners as we say so long from MetLife Stadium.